And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Levine. He's got a claim in the final place in the Eastern Conference starting lineup. He's 5th in fan voting.
And it's been a season to remember for him so far. And it'll only get better if he can hang on to that starting spot for All-Star Weekend.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the guard position. Now here's Leonard. When you're a championship contender, Chris, what are the aspects, the characteristics of an offense that is needed to get to that level?
You have to be balanced. You just can't be an inside team that can't shoot threes. You can't be a team that just shoot threes. You have to have guys that can dribble, that can get their own shot. You need guys that can catch and be standstill shooters as well, so that when you have the guys that dribble and get that space, their hands are ready and they're already ready. They're already prepared to shoot. And then it'd be really nice to have a post player, a dominant inside finisher, a guy that once he gets it in the painted area, everyone's going to have to watch out because he's going to dunk on him and make a poster.
Porter kicks to Levine. Over George. Levine can't hit. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
Does not take Porter lightly on defense. He's superb at getting his hands in the face of shooters.
George against Levine. Over Beverly. And it's Levine that time on the assist by Porter.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Well, they certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
Now, here's Zubac. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Harrell. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go. They get it again. The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the middle. And then Carter with the dunk.
What concentration from the big man right there. Carter Jr., I mean, he's experienced at converting difficult baskets.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And the stretch big man, Lauri Markkanen, very strong player on offense.
Well, I told you, Kevin, it's no secret. I like Markkanen best when he is a bit greedy, searching for a shot. I mean, sometimes I feel he can defer too much, but he has the skills to be a great scoring threat if he is playing aggressive.
Now here's Beverly. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Nobody near George. They get the rebound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
One shot.
And so White will bring it up for Chicago. Outside Porter. On the wing, Levine. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Markkanen can't get it to go. It's deflected. The Clippers trail. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 5.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
White against Beverly. White the pass to Markkanen. Over Harrell. And there's the bucket from Markkanen. Markkanen's got his second basket of the game.
The mid-range game of Markkanen is so sweet. I mean, early on, he's demonstrated how dangerous he is from out there.
Leonard against Porter. And Leonard gets it to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's White. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Markkanen passes to Porter. Makes it off the glass.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Beverly with the ball. Pass to George. The shot. And it's White with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Outside, Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Markkanen kicks to Carter. Stolen by Zubac. Beverly dishes to George. And here is Harrell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. The pass to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The turnaround, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. White the pass to Porter. Levine with it. He's covered by Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
No fear trying his luck inside. You know he has hops.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Carter outside. Good. He hits the jump shot.
He moves well without the ball. Carter Jr. positions himself well for catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Now Beverly still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Leonard. Over Porter. Leonard, no luck. The Bulls leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Stellar awareness from Levine. I mean, seeing an opening and ripping through it with this relentless athleticism.
LA is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now here's Harrell. 5 on the clock. Here's Zubats. They need this. The shot, no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Porter. That one a little long. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Leonard. The good-looking shot from the wing. Leonard's got 9.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Beverly against White. Right side Levine. Markkanen in the corner. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Shoots over White. And it's Leonard missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris, more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
I really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect.
Yeah.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Felicia's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Levine. And he can't hit the second.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
And so White will bring it up for Chicago. Young outside. Passes it to Felicio. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The first free throw is good. Satoransky's checked in for the Bulls. He hits both from the stripe. Clippers trail by 4. Puts it up from 12. Count that bucket. Williams has got 5 points so far.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Now, here is Young. Green with the rebound.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
That evens the score. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Minnesota. To the paint, here's Satoransky. Green with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Williams with a clean look. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. The Bulls have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Satoransky, the pass to Dunn. Young, right side. Back to Dunn. Just 5 to shoot. And it goes down 2 points. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Decent at cashing it in from the mid-range. I mean, it's obvious that Dunn wants to improve his jumper.
Pass to Zubac. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Dunn. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Lou Williams. Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
And that one misses. And you love to have a player like Chris Dunn out on the perimeter with his defense.
Oh, man, big men love guards that can actually keep their assignment in front of them. Dunn has quick feet, great lateral movement, and that's why he's a successful defender.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for Zubac. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Chris, of the guys you went against and played against, who would have benefited from today's style of play the most?
Oh, man, I got a few names. Billy Owens. Billy Owens, to me, was a guy like a Kevin Durant. No, he couldn't shoot like that, but he did everything on the floor for us there in Golden State. And I think in today, an open game for him where he could get going, oh, man, that would just be incredible. I also think of a guy like Detlef Shrimp. He could post up, he could pop and pick, he could shoot the ball deep, he could shoot off the dribble, finish on the break. Whatever you wanted, he could give it to you that way. And I think for both guys, that size, that sweet spot, 6'7", 6'8", but played like a little bit of a guard, those two guys come to mind. Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got 7.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Done outside. Here's Felicio. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
And Chicago has possession after the Clippers feeds it to Dunn. No good with the layup. The Clippers trail. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Magruder. Second shot opportunity. It's deflected. Here's Valentine. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Young outside. Inside. Shamet with the steal. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. One second left. Doesn't get it to drop for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, Valentine out there with Young. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Felicio in at the 5. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Floats it up for Young. Dunn kicks to Valentine. And the Bulls, another 3.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job. Okay, we don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you developed. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. Dunn. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Such a powerful point guard. Even when you get aggressive with Dunn, he works through it.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Chris Dunn. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Satoransky, and he gets the bucket. Satoransky's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shamet the pass to Green, and the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Levine's checked in for the Bulls. And the Clippers making a change here as well. George is checked in. Now here's Williams. A 23-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. And there's the bucket from Magruder. The Bulls leading by 9. Levine up top, defended by George. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Felicio. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Porter's checked in for Chris Dunn. And it's White in for Satoransky. The Clippers also making some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Jermichael Green. Leonard comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rodney Magruder.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Williams scanning the floor. Shoots from the line. Rebound by the Bulls. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Levine against Beverley. Levine kicks to Markkanen. And the pass to Porter. Levine against Beverley. But they'll get another chance. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you got to be excited about Markkanen's future. I mean, he's a big man who can really shoot it and shoulder the offensive load.
The Bulls have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
That free throw good from Markkanen. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
And Markkanen drops them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Clippers trail by 13. Left side, George. Outside, Leonard. There's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. 12 points for Leonard.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Here's Markkanen. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Harrell. On the wing, Williams from outside the arc. That one, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. It sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
There is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable. It feels like he can score at will from there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Beverly with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
The coaching staff loves this. They know marketing has the length needed to swat a lot of shots away.
Porter, no luck.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. A 12-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
Now, here's George. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. And it's Leonard again missing. The Bulls leading by 12. Here's LaVine. George with the defensive effort.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. George has got his first 3 points of the game. Well, Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Outside, White. Outside, Markkanen. On the wing, LaVine, defended by George. 4 on the shot clock. Here's White. And he's way off from outside.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable. I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Clippers trail by 9. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
The Bulls shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. And stolen by Harrell. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go all the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
The Bulls leading by 5. And here's White. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. LaVine kicks to Markkanen. Lobs it up for LaVine. No good, unable to end this run. Clippers trail by 5. Beverly the pass to George. Over Porter. That's good for George on the assist by Beverly. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams. 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective. Only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
A towering presence with superior height. Markkanen doesn't need much lift to throw it down.
The Clippers shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Outside Leonard for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
Outside Porter. Back to White. Over Beverly. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebound. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Clippers trail by 4. Now Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. LaVine against George. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Tries again. Shoots the 3. LaVine can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Chicago leading by 4. Outside, White. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
And it's Leonard missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Right, the pass to Markkanen. On the wing, Levine. To the inside. Here's Carter. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 4. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Now here's White. 9 points last game out. Porter up and in on the layup. Porter's got his second bucket tonight.
That athleticism on display there. You love seeing Porter seize these opportunities and capitalize.
And here is Los Angeles now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Beverly dishes to Hero. And it's sent back by Carter.
Wendell Carter Jr., 6'11", able to use his great length to get the block right there.
.119 left to play in the first half. That's tipped. Outside, White. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Harrell. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Reese Harkless comes in for Leonard. Rodney McGruder's checked in for George. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here's Satoransky. He's got 5. Tries from the block. Young. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
And he makes the first. Lou Williams is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And so Young nails them both.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
Valentine shot good.
Oh, no hesitation to get into the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy one.
34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Got a piece of it. Here's Dunn. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done, refusing to take no for an answer.
24 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here is Williams. 9 points in the game so far. Six on the shot clock. From deep. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch, barbecue chicken alert, make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling my paint. Shaquille.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
I look at the lack of free throw attempts as a key indicator. Because the funny thing about getting to the charity stripe, you have to earn it. You have to put your body in harm's way and be physically willing to take the hit. Right now, one team's playing aggressively and the other team isn't. That's the big difference in the score.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The Bulls leading by 10. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. LaVine, good.
And you need LaVine to keep connecting from deep. When he does, the floor opens up big time.
Leonard with the ball. Shot, high post. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, gotta love it.
White looking around. On the wing, LaVine. Back to White. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Now here's LaVine. 9 points in the game so far. Markkanen kicks to White. Leonard with the steal. Clippers trail by 9. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Zubac finds George. Over LaVine. The offensive rebound. Carter with the block. And here's White. Outside, LaVine. Lets it go from deep. The shot missing. And the Clippers will come the other way. Outside, George fires for three. The Clippers rebound.
Well, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational. His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
To the middle. Here's Carter trying to get something going. And the rejection by Zubac.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And Beverly kicks to George. Looking to get it going. Nice D from Levine.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, he was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Left side, Markkanen. Over Harrell. And again, no good by Chicago. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Pass to Markkanen. Paul George with the steal. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now Zubac. Beverly the pass to George. Zubac with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Saransky's checked in for White. Now here is Carter. He's got 10. Down low, they could use a bucket. Levine can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Here's Levine. 9 points in the game so far. And no good. Excellent D there from George. Over in the corner, Beverly. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Chicago calls timeout. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Beverly against Satoransky. Outside, Markkanen. And stolen by Harrell. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Beverly with the ball. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Outside, Porter passes it to Carter. Back to Porter. Outside, Levine. Over George. Levine can't hit.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
That gives them the lead. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Satoransky against Beverly. Outside, Porter. Back to Markkanen. 4 on the clock. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Markkanen's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. Satoransky against Beverly. Pass to Leonard. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name in the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
And here are the Bulls now, following the miss by Lou Williams. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-5 run. Now the pass to Leonard over Young. Los Angeles with another miss. Chicago has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Such an explosive first step. I mean, you can't give Dunn these lanes, but he jumps right on them. Well, yeah, Kevin, last season was not a successful one for the Bulls. I mean, they had the 5th worst record in the NBA, although it got him a nice draft pick, but it was another step in a long rebuilding process.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. And for the Bulls, Chris, they had a young team and they knew it wasn't their time.
Yeah, the team decided to move on from the Hoiberg era as well, Kevin. I mean, they dealt with a lot of injuries during last season, and the team is still searching for an identity.
The Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Harkless is checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for George.
And you can see Dunn fighting out what it means to be a leader, improving his confidence over time.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Lou Williams.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now, here's Satoransky. 5 points in the game. Right wing. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The tray. Chicago with a new 14. Here's Felicio. The feed to Young. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And that one falls for Williams.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Satoransky, bounce pass. Young passes to Satoransky. Here's Felicio, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Clippers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Markkanen, he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. throw good, Lou Williams.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Satoransky, the pass to Dunn. Back to Satoransky. Now, here is Young. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And it's Shamet with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. Harkless finds Williams. Shoots over Satoransky. That one off the back iron and out. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Young passes to Markkanen. Back to Young. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Markkanen. Open and close and nails it. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
And the offensive game of Markkanen is great, adding more and more to it over time.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Williams. 16 points for him. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Felicio. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Gets them what they need. Could have been better, but they're out front.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
That's the only way to hold him in check. When he's got it inside, you got to have a body on him right away.
Kept alive. Leonard, a second chance effort. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Rebound by the Clippers. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harkless finds Green. Back to Harkless. 6 to shoot. And again, no good by the Clippers. Chicago leading. Knocked away. Passes to Satoransky. Here's Felicio. Markkanen down low. Defended by Harkless. Markkanen can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And out of St. John's, Mo Harkless in his 7th NBA season.
Yeah, and he's coming into his own as a defensive-minded wing. I mean, his offense is still a work in progress, but he's still in his mid-20s. He's got some time.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Dunn passes to Markkanen. Pass to Carter. Lets the 3 fly. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Williams passes to Leonard. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Green with the block. Now the Clippers moving it up. Williams leading the charge for the lead. And Mo Harkless the basket on the assist by Williams. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Satoransky. He has 5. Markkanen passes to Carter. Over to the wing. Here's Satoransky. And here's Young from the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the foul on Wendell Carter. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Dunn looking over the floor. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points, and we'll be right back after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. Chris Dunn is out there with White. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Bulls trail by 6. Out to the right wing. Now here's Dunn. He's covered by Shamet. Dunn's shot's good.
I love the mentality of Dunn, looking to score as often as he can from the painted area.
Outside Williams. The pass to Leonard. Over Young. And it's Leonard missing. And for the Bulls, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Look how Porter maintains his focus on this play. Even when you knock him around, he uses his strength to nail these type of shots.
Hey, look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Chris Dunn.
One shot.
Free throw good. Porter.
An effective player on both ends of the court. The long, crafty Porter knows his strength and plays them well.
Here's Leonard. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's LaVine. Oh, the power on that. Prudent.
Got to give LaVine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Outside Williams. Pass to Leonard. Over Young. And that one's good. Leonard's got 16 points here in the second half. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Harrell against Young. On the wing, LaVine. Just 3 to shoot. Rebound by Harrell. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Williams finds Leonard. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Bulls trail by 3. Outside, White. On the wing, Porter. Passes it to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
I mean, and when you think of Levine, I mean, his dunking ability comes to mind. I mean, he's proven to be an elite poster maker.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Chicago grabs the miss.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Levine. And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
And so Levine nails both of them. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. George against Levine. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Thaddeus Young.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
That free throw good from George. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. On the wing, Levine. Carter at the elbow. Shoots over Zubac, and the Bulls with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Here's Harrell, hits the jump hook. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Beverly against White. Kicks to Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George. And last season, Otto Porter on the move, Chris. He was traded at the deadline to the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, and he has fit right in since joining the Bulls. I mean, they needed his outside shooting. Porter is still very young and can grow to be a part of this young Bulls core.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Porter drops them both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Up top, Leonard, guarded by Porter. Carter pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And stolen by White. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. It's George on the wing. Tries it from 19 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
White the pass to Porter. On the wing, Levine, defended by George. Shot clock at 5. Here's White. Young trying to break free, and it's White missing. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Beverly's a guy who loves physical contact. He really tries his best to absorb the contact on his shots to draw these fouls.
That's good from Beverly. No good on the second free throw.
He's not happy about the miss, but he did make it a 2-possession game.
Porter against Beverly. Right wing. White finds Porter. Knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Beverly's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Just fantastic movement by Beverly. So effective in clogging passing lanes with his quick hands and anticipation.
Pass to Carter. Shoots over Zubac. And it's Carter missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Levine against George. The pass to Zubac. Back to George. This one for 3.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half and only 1 in the first.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Levine. And too long on the shot. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Beverly. And it's sent back by Carter. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And for that matchup with the Magic, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
White bounce pass. Carter against Zubac. Carter kicks to Levine. Over Beverly. And again, no good by Chicago.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime.
George against Young. George dishes to Leonard. Fades. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Levine against George. Young left side. Outside Porter. Levine passes to Young. Over Harrell. Young's shot is off. Clippers leading by 10. George, that's a two-pointer. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and the Bulls making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. And both free throws good for White. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Bulls trail by 8. Right side, White. Carter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 16th rebound on the night. Nobody near Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Los Angeles on D. Levine kicks to Porter from downtown.
And offensively, they have laid an egg here in the second half. The missed shots are piling up, and their field goal percentage continues to plummet.
He's off on the first. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Bean passes to Carter. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Harrell. Beverly wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Beverly's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. White up top. Defended by Beverly. White the pass to Carter. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Levine. And again, no good by Chicago.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot. His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back. His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Inside. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 6 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Markkanen against Harrell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. Porter, no luck.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Clippers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most
of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kawhi Leonard.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. .124 left in the fourth. And the Bulls with another miss.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Magruder.
Patterson.
Here's Robinson. That's tipped. And they're pushing it up. Here's Hutchison. Valentine. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Magruder. Pass to Cabangeli. Back to Magruder. From 12 feet out. Misses off the right iron. And here are the Bulls now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And there's the pass to Hutchison. Robinson pulls it in. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 20-6 run. Stolen. Harrison passes to Arcidiacono. Here's Felicio, and he goes in for the dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.